Well, this week we're taking a look at a new firearm from Winchester. This is called the Winchester Wildcat. This is a .22 long rifle, chambered, semi-automatic, 4-pound gun, so very lightweight. It makes extensive use of polymers. Starting from the top down, the gun has a section of molded-in Picatinny rail on top. It's got an aperture rear sight that is adjustable for windage and elevation, and then it's got a blade style front sight that screws to the barrel. The barrel, of course, is steel, and it's an 18-inch barrel, button rifle barrel with 1 16 twist. Going down from there, the gun starts to get a little unusual. There are areas on the side that are in red that can be withdrawn to the rear in order to release the magazine. The magazine can also be removed by simply pressing on this button here. It's all connected in that sense. Not only was Winchester wise in designing it to be compatible with the 1022 platform in terms of the gun can accept 1022 pattern magazines, and this is a 1022 pattern magazine, but it's engineered by Winchester and it can be disassembled relatively easy for cleaning, and the loading and unloading sequence is eased somewhat by this knurled wheel at the end of the magazine. Now here's where this gun gets interesting. The bolt is closed, the magazine is out. We've cleared the gun, there's no ammunition here. I'm going to take a pin and simply insert it and press in on the rear on a large red button. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow the trigger guard assembly to be levered out of the gun, as so. Now, we now have essentially nothing more than the stock and the barrel clamped in place with 2 screws that hold the stock to the upper and the barrel assembly. Everything else is in this sub-assembly. This is the bolt handle. When I removed it from that, pivoted up out of the way. This gun's mechanism is a striker-fired mechanism. It's not a hammer-fired gun. And one other feature that Winchester thought was something that they looked at, they thought was important, that gave them a little better ignition on .22 rimfire cartridges, was that the nose of the firing pin, the point of the firing pin, unlike many .22s, rather than being sort of a chisel-shaped, is really rounded. So it sounds counterintuitive, but they found that gave them better ignition of the cartridges, more consistent ignition. You'll notice on the right side there are 2 Allen wrenches. This smaller one makes the rear sight adjustments that I spoke of, and the larger one separates or allows you to remove the stock from the upper and the barrel assembly. Winchester Wildcat is a gun that sort of proves that good things can come from companies who are not afraid to sort of push the boundaries.
For more reviews of firearms and shooting gear, check out the latest edition of American Rifleman the magazine,